Hello, everyone. Today we will talk about a horrible predator called the hypercarnivore, which hunted and ate even dinosaurs. In the world of paleontology, few discoveries capture the imagination quite like the unearthing of a long-lost predator. The fossilized remains of giant herbivores, or the towering skeletons of sauropods, often make headlines, but every so often researchers uncover something even more astonishing: evidence of a creature so fierce, so specialized that it reshapes how we understand prehistoric ecosystems. Such is the case with the skeleton of a massive hypercarnivore recently unearthed by researchers, whose appetite was nothing short of terrifying. This formidable beast, reconstructed from its fossilized remains, reveals not only a predator at the peak of evolutionary efficiency, but also a glimpse into a violent chapter of Earth's history, where even dinosaurs were on the menu. So what is a hypercarnivore? The term hypercarnivore describes an animal whose diet is composed of more than 70% meat. These predators aren't opportunistic scavengers or occasional hunters. They are obligate meat eaters, perfectly evolved to chase, kill, and consume flesh. Modern examples include big cats like lions and tigers, as well as marine hunters such as orcas. But in the prehistoric world, hypercarnivores often grew to enormous sizes, filling ecological niches that no living predator comes close to matching. The skeleton revealed in this excavation belonged to one such beast. With dagger-like teeth, a powerful skull, and a muscular body, this predator was no mere scavenger. It was a hunter built for domination. Its prey likely included a wide range of creatures, from early mammals and reptiles to the dinosaurs themselves. Researchers discovered the fossil in a rocky outcrop that once formed part of a lush prehistoric floodplain. Paleontologists painstakingly extracted the skeleton from layers of sandstone and clay, each layer representing millions of years of Earth's history. When the bones were first uncovered, it became clear that they belonged to no ordinary carnivore. The jaws were massive, lined with teeth shaped for slicing through flesh and bone. The limbs were powerful, suggesting not only a strong stride, but also a capacity for grappling with large prey. What stunned researchers most was the completeness of the skeleton. Many fossilized carnivores are discovered in fragments, isolated teeth, a piece of jaw, or a scattered limb bone. But here was a nearly intact skeleton preserved with such detail that paleontologists could reconstruct its posture, musculature, and even aspects of its behavior. The image of the reconstructed skeleton shows the predator poised in a dynamic stance, mouth agape as though ready to strike. Its posture suggests agility and raw power, a deadly combination that would have made it one of the apex predators of its time. To understand this creature's role in prehistory, one must picture the world it inhabited. During its reign, the Earth was a place of giant reptiles, early flowering plants, and rapidly changing climates. Dinosaurs dominated the land, ranging from the colossal sauropods that towered like moving mountains to the swift ornithopods that darted across plains in herds. In such an environment, survival required specialization. Herbivores developed defensive traits like armored plates, horns, or sheer size. Predators in turn evolved to match these defenses with speed, cunning, and deadly weaponry. The hypercarnivore unearthed by researchers fit perfectly into this arms race. Its hunting strategies may have varied depending on prey. Against smaller dinosaurs, speed and ambush likely played key roles. Against larger herbivores, it may have worked in groups, much like modern lions or wolves, overwhelming even the most formidable giants. Evidence from tooth marks on fossilized bones suggests that hypercarnivores did not hesitate to attack prey much larger than themselves, relying on endurance and persistence to bring their victims down. What sets this discovery apart is the clear evidence that the skeleton belonged to a hypercarnivore that hunted dinosaurs. Fossilized bones of hadrosaurs and ceratopsians have been found bearing tooth marks identical to those of this hypercarnivore. These marks show punctures, scoring and tearing consistent with a powerful bite and repeated feeding attempts. This changes the narrative we often imagine about the age of dinosaurs. While we usually picture dinosaurs themselves as the dominant predators, they were not always at the top of the food chain. In this case, another group of predators, equally specialized and equally fearsome, competed for dominance, sometimes bringing down the very animals we consider the icons of prehistory. The reconstruction process was no simple task. Paleontologists worked with paleartists and biomechanical experts to ensure that the reconstruction was both scientifically accurate and visually striking. Each bone was examined for wear patterns, muscle attachments, and possible deformities, giving clues about how the animal lived and moved. Computer models simulated muscle placement and bite force, confirming that this predator's jaws could deliver pressure strong enough to crush bone. Digital reconstructions also tested its speed and agility, revealing that despite its size, it could have been surprisingly fast, capable of short bursts that would have made it nearly impossible for prey to escape once targeted. The final reconstruction, now on display, captures the essence of the hypercarnivore, a predator frozen in time. Its skeletal grin a reminder of nature's relentless creativity and brutality. The presence of such a predator reshapes our understanding of prehistoric food webs. It demonstrates that ecosystems were far more complex than a simple hierarchy of herbivores and carnivores. There were layers of competition, with hypercarnivores sitting at the very top, keeping prey populations in check and competing with other large predators. It also reminds us that extinction is a natural part of evolution. The disappearance of this hypercarnivore paved the way for new predators to emerge, each taking advantage of opportunities left behind. In this sense, every fossilized skeleton is both an end and a beginning, a chapter in the never-ending story of life on Earth. This hypercarnivore joins an exclusive club of prehistoric predators, known to have preyed on dinosaurs. Among the most famous is Smilodon, a saber-toothed cat that terrorized North America during the Pleistocene epoch. With its iconic long and sharp canine teeth, Smilodon was perfectly adapted for delivering swift and fatal blows to its unsuspecting prey, including dinosaurs. Its powerful forelimbs enabled it to tackle large animals, while its short but sturdy build allowed for quick maneuverability. Thanks to its advanced hunting techniques and physical prowess, this ferocious feline had a successful reign as an apex predator, thriving for over 2 million years. Another contender is C. Megalodon, the largest shark that ever existed, with an estimated length of up to 60 feet and a weight exceeding 100 tons. This gigantic fish was a true behemoth of the oceans. Its massive size and razor-sharp teeth made it a formidable hunter, capable of devouring colossal prey such as whales and dinosaurs that ventured too close to the water's edge. Megalodon's reign as the king of the seas lasted for an impressive 20 million years, during which it maintained the delicate balance of marine ecosystems by keeping prey populations under control. Yet another remarkable predator is Tyrannosaurus rex, a true icon of the Mesozoic era, known for its colossal size, powerful jaws, and sharp teeth. This carnivorous dinosaur was a fearsome hunter that roamed what is now the western side of North America between 68 and 66 million years ago. Its exceptional hunting skills and brute strength enabled it to prey on a wide variety of dinosaurs, maintaining their numbers in check and ensuring the health of the ecosystem. As we continue to unearth more fossils and refine our understanding of prehistoric ecosystems, we may find even more creatures that rival these titans in their ferocity and impact on ancient environments. The hypercarnivore whose skeleton was recently unearthed serves as a reminder that the history of life on Earth is filled with creatures that defy our imagination and reshaped our world in ways we are only just beginning to understand. What do you think about this carnivorous predator that fed on dinosaurs? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you later.